Yeah, man.
We
And
cool. That's how. Hey, look, but that's how we get down. That's how we get down. We ain't on the same time that everybody else on. We ain't worried about that limelight. We ain't worried about when we go to the Falcons game. They knew exactly who we was. You know, we was down there sitting with the stars. We down there with Ti. We down there with Big Boy. We down there with Young Dro. We down there with Tiny. We down there with you know everybody Bow Wow, Jermaine Dupri, Desi. We was down there with all of them. We was right there in the section, right behind the goalpost with everybody. So that's we with the who's is who when we go out, we with the who's who. So we you know we at where we need to be at. You feel what I'm saying? But it just ain't our thing. And when we in the gym or when we at the house or wherever we at, ain't no entourage around us. We ain't gonna have no fakes and phonies around us. We ain't got 20 people in there. We don't need no sound effects when we sport. We talking about oohs and ahs. We don't need all that. We cut the music down. Shit, the other day, my boy came in. They had more people in the gym than we did. That was Friday. Friday that just passed. My partner that came through the spot, whatever, had way more people than us. They side was louder than us. You feel what I'm saying? All we doing is screaming, you know, we screaming combos and screaming this and screaming that or whatever. They over there, they doing their thing. You feel what I'm saying? I thought, and I'm saying this because I thought that damn, we the underdog in our own gym. But that's cool. That's how we get down though. The people who came to us from somewhere else, they had more people in our gym than we had.
you guys will get that respect. If all goes good, November 22nd.
Some from some. You got you got a certain fan base that just want us to lose. You know what I'm saying? You got a certain type of fan base that just want to lose in everything. And then they're gonna change it from I'm actually glad Greg Hackett in particular doing what he's doing to make Devin Haney look as good as he is. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I'm glad Greg Hackett got, the other side, rooting and hoping and wishing and praying that Devin gonna do what he need him to do. I'm glad of that much. You feel what I'm saying? I need him to keep them locked in. So when we do what we do, it's gonna be hard for them to come back and talk that shit they talk. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when they boy ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he doing what he doing. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Again, you can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. Is Devin gonna beat him or is he a bum? Is Devin gonna beat him or do he got PTSD? Is Devin gonna box his nose off or is he a shot fighter? Like you cannot have it both ways. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go watch him and then say he's a shot fighter. After we just watched him beat Ramirez 12-0, so they say. You know what I'm saying? So was he a shot fighter then, or did he move? Did he not have elite feet in that fight? You better make up your mind now. You can't have it both ways. So I'm really glad. That Greg Hackett doing us a favor by doing what he's doing.
One of the comments here, I think I said this to you before back in the day, but I think now you have a different feeling about it for some reason. You mentioned, needing, no, that you're going to knock out Devin. Do you
Yes.
feel like you need to fight to knock out Devin because of the
No,
scorecard?
he's gonna beat him. He gonna beat him up. He gonna beat him up bad either way. But Devin ain't gonna take what he gonna give him. He's not gonna take what he gonna give him. He not. He not. I don't see it. I don't just see it for the life of me. He ain't gonna take what B gonna give him. That's why I'm trying to figure out if he gonna get disqualified. He not gonna take. If he in that ring, he not gonna take it. All that running, all that they think is gonna be. B is not little. He not little. When I visualize that fight, and even when I see some of the pad work, I go look at old pad work. I go look at everything I can look at, and I see everything I see. And Lord have mercy, that boy is not. He ain't fucking with B.
Do you think Devin Haney makes a lot of mistakes?
Yes, all fighters do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
But you
and
feel
that's
like
that's what getting me. But again, that's why I'm glad Greg Hackett doing what he doing. You can't. The fans would say he don't. You know what I'm saying? His fans would think that he don't. His fans think he's a master class boxer, and when you're master class, you're pretty much a perfectionist. You feel what I'm saying? I even heard one of the fights I was watching that they said Devin is a perfectionist. And I'm like, no, the fuck he not. You know what I'm saying? He's in there with a look. I mean, it's basic as hell. It's basic as hell. You in there with this liberty ass guy, and you knocking the hell out of him from a distance. You knocking the hell out of him from 6 inches away from him. He can't, and he only has one way in and one way out. He don't know how to catch angles. You know what I'm saying? These people are one way in and one way out. Brian Norman Jr. can stand at one spot and knock the shit out you. They're talking about lunging in. Guess what? You don't have to lunge in on the Devin Haney. Lunge in? Why would you have to lunge in? Why would you have to lunge in to close distance when you can walk right up to him and be closer to him and hit him when he can't hit you? Why would you have to lunge in?
Well, yeah.
No, man. Look, I'm with it. I'm glad Devin Haney feeling confident. It's gonna be interesting to see him get, and then because he got to worry about Bill too. See, it ain't just Devin Haney. Devin Haney got to worry about Bill, and Bill gonna be pleading with his ass to do something totally different than Devin Haney might want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I think that maybe what a disconnect is. I just don't see it. I don't see shit they can do. I just don't see it. If they prove me different, if they show me different, I'm gonna be the first one to come back here and I'm gonna tell you Devin is him. That's what I'm gonna click on that motherfucker. They think I'm gonna run. If it was, I'm gonna say, boy, Devin is him. He a bad motherfucker. He deserve everything. He deserve all the grace and glory. He deserve all of it.
The very next day.
The very next day, the very night, the next day, I'm here.
That's what I'm talking about.
But it ain't gonna happen.
Hey.
I'm here. I'm not no pussy. I'm not no pussy. You got to see, people got to know about me. People, one thing is a couple of things I don't do. I don't lie. So when people like you know, when people say I'm capping, I don't lie. I don't lie about shit. You can't tell me nothing I ever lied about. I tell your ass the truth, and my shit makes sense. Y'all lie for other people that won't tell your ass certain things and leave out and they notate things. You get what I'm saying? So y'all lie for other people or whatever. I come back and tell your ass the blunt and unadulterated truth, motherfucker. That's what I come tell you. Hype up the video. Tell them I'm hyping up the videos, man. It helps.
It's going down November 22nd. Make sure you hype this video. And also make sure you guys check out the bets. The betting line. Place your bet. It's going to be a vicious fight. You know what I mean? I can't wait. The promo just coming day by day. And we call this the people's fight.
We in there, man. We in there, baby. We in there. Hey, who would have thought Brian Norman Jr. would have went last year from being with all that bullshit y'all said to now being in one of the biggest fights of the year next to Terrence Crawford?